Hey y'all, it's your girl Lady J and welcome to my channel, The Southern Lounge Room, where I bring you the updates in female rap plus black celebrity news. So there are a few things I want to get into today, y'all. So y'all know yesterday Twitter was on one. Y'all know that's where all the black tea is. So look, as y'all know, the 2021 XXL freshman class dropped their XXL freshman freestyles recently, and Twitter had a lot to say about Miss Learay's freestyle. Now, before I get into all that, I want to acknowledge all the beautiful young women who were featured in the XXL freestyle, which included Lakia, Flo Millie, and Ruby Rose, who I feel did decent, especially Lakia. I ain't gonna lie, I've been sleep on Lil Miss Lakia. She got a little something, in my most humble opinion. She went the hardest, but Flo Millie did her thing per usual, and Ruby Rose did decent. I peeped her little flow switch she did at the end of her rap, so I can appreciate that XXL is highlighting women in hip-hop more. I believe this is the most women that I have seen been featured on XXL at the same time. So back to Miss Leray. Now, she did her XXL freestyle, which made its way to Black Twitter, who had plenty to say about it. One Twitter user says this: "Are we gonna talk about Leray XX freestyle? Cause what the F was that? If I was Lakia, I'd be looking at her like." Another user says, "Leray right up there with worst XXL verse ever." Another Twitter user says, "Who is giving Leray a platform? She is not even cute enough for this, and the bars are worse than Sweetie's." Now, when I say light bright privilege, this be what I meaning. Damn. And then another user says, "Nah, Leray, I'm gonna need to hire a freestyle coach and a ghostwriter." And then finally, one Twitter user says this: "Bro, Leray couldn't rhyme anymore in her freestyle and started twerking." Y'all are a mess on Twitter. Now, I replayed the freestyle verse a few times, and not because I was trying to go back and catch any bars, because it wasn't none to catch. However, I just could not believe that this is what the state of hip-hop has really come to, especially women in hip-hop. That's what we like to talk about the most over here on this channel. Now, Nikki, I am waiting on that NM5. I need that era, okay? I need that album, because this is not it. What she say on her live the other day when Bia asked her what she would like to see of more in female rap, and the queen said, bars. Next question. I quite frankly must agree, because with the F Koi, it's not so much as her sound for me, but literally what is she saying? Because it's not much of anything but empty words. So like I say, it's not her sound, because I like when Deja Loaf did it. Deja Loaf was a little bit more different. She, was more lyrical, in my most humble opinion. And I also believe that Deja Loaf was pretty underrated at the time that she was out. But when it comes to female rappers admitting that they were inspired by Deja Loaf, who have that similar sound as her, it's almost non-existent when it comes to the conversation. So no woman in hip-hop has really, to my knowledge, until Deja Loaf popped out, had that sound. So that was back in 2014 when she popped out, and Leray was 17, 18 at the time. So to say she wasn't inspired by that sound is enough for me to kind of side-eye Miss Koi, child. Take a look at this interview she did earlier this year in March, when Jazzy Maccabee mentioned similar sounds between Miss Leray and Deja Loaf.
Record, I say, she sounds a little, who is that, Deja Loaf? And it's like, no, Jazzy, you tripping. This is
I sound nothing like Deja Loaf. Like, people, you want to know what makes it crazy is they're gonna compare me to Deja Loaf because there's no other female with this type of aesthetic to compare me to. Everybody just needs something to talk about. So it's like, oh, she sound like Deja Loaf, but if you really pull Deja Loaf's song up, we sound nothing alike. She's never, ever, ever, ever gonna be able to sound like me. And I'll never be able to sound like her because I'm from Jersey and she's from Detroit. So it's just total two different sounds already.
Does that irritate you a little bit when they keep making those comparisons about you being?
It does. It does, because it makes people really feel like, like that shit got to her head. Like, for real. Like, I like Deja Loaf a lot. I'm a fan. But everybody trying to say that I stole her sound, that got to her head, and it kind of started it's a little shade was thrown from it, and I don't ever come from a bad place, so I just don't. It's like, it just reminds me, like, don't fucking remind me, like, ugh.
Okay,
like, I sound like me, like Leray sounds like Leray. Deja Loaf sound like Deja Loaf, I'm telling you.
Gotcha. So that's strictly for those who keep trying to make those comparisons. We're not comparing you to Deja Loaf. Leray is Leray, and y'all, but that was just coming from an honest opinion. I was like, okay, how would you necessarily describe your style, or should we?
Now, did y'all catch that? Did y'all peep the immaturity, the attitude, and the shade? And this is not me coming for Koi or attacking her, but genuine criticism for not just her, but it's an issue I have with a lot of these new rap chicks. Everyone wants to be so original to the point where they don't even want to admit who inspired them, their image or their brand. It's okay to be original, but you know what's also okay? To be inspired by someone and then add your own element of flavor to it, so it's not just a ripoff. It's okay to be inspired, Miss Coy, all right? That's just like when these rap chicks get asked in these interviews who inspired them and they just refuse to say Nicki Minaj. Like, it's okay, okay? Now, of course, Coy did have some responses for the critics. She mentioned how she just bought a new house and posted a video of her throwing money off the stairs, and other boys letting it be known that either way she getting paid to make the kind of music she does. So she also had a few things to let off her chest on Twitter. These tweets from Leray out. She says in one tweet, "Trending topic, let's talk about it." Also, she posted a meme saying, "How the hell you gonna tell me how to rap? Ain't no effing rule book, nigga. I do and say what the F I want. Either you like it or not, B, I'm here." And then she said, and I'll say it again, B, I'm here. Hi, B. But Coy did not stop there, y'all. She took to IG Live to say this.
I feel like personally, I had the best XXL freestyle. You know, me and Lakia for sure had the best XXL freestyle. Honestly, my whole class of the ciphers. I haven't even heard the ciphers, the other ciphers yet. And I know we had the best cipher. Especially me.
Now, y'all think she had the best XXL verse? Let me know in the comments, child. Now, the next topic I want to briefly touch on is Miss Mariah Messy Lynn, the wannabe rapper, reposting to her IG story that she would be here for a Mariah Lynn and Bia collab, to which Mariah Lynn responded with, "That would be so fire." First off, in my most humble opinion, Bia is better off not touching nothing that has to do with Miss Mariah Messy Lynn, okay? A woman who's made it very clear she is not only messy, but is also Team Barty, and was very clear during the hate train that she was Team Barty, and has came out plenty of times dissing Nicki Minaj, which is ironic how after a Bia and Nicki collab, Mariah Lynn wants to all of a sudden acknowledge Bia. It just wouldn't be a good look for Bia. Let's not forget when Miss Mariah Lynn said she could out-rap the queen.
You said, although you may have more of a fan base than me, I helped you there.
Thank you.
You must certainly, indubitably can't out-rap me. Do you think you out-rap Nicki?
Yeah. If you put me and Nicki in a room with just a beat,
You feel like you got
I'm
rap
gonna out-rap you.
I gave it.
I just wrote a record last night, fully by myself.
Right.
Fully by myself. Record is fire. Dreams of slapping a whack rat bitch. They only call you Bob because your ass plastic. Be careful how you walk and should be cautious what you say. Jackass Charlemagne should give you donkey of the day.
Girl, bye, throwing that whack ass shade. You need to be worried about that blah 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 song you got coming out going gold, since per your tweet, you feel so close to a gold record you can taste it. Talk about a mess. Child, anyways, moving on to touch on Cuban Dog. Now, Cuban is not the best MC. However, I thought it was pretty important to highlight the fact that Cuban touched on the unfortunate situation that is going on in Cuba right now. She took to her IG story and said, "I know people may not care about what's going on in Cuba, but this is a real issue and has been for decades. Imagine not being able to get help for anything and be restricted of everything, and at the end dying because the government doesn't give a F about humanity. Count your blessings. Hashtag so Cuba. Click the hashtag and educate yourself on what is going on." Okay, so for those who don't know, Cuba is facing a lack of medicine and food and are currently facing an economic crisis. So when we see a rise in immigration, y'all better not say nothing, because please know that no one, including the government, is doing much of anything to help these people, and everyone deserves access to food and medicine and healthy living conditions. So shout out to Cuban Doll for using her platform. Now, the last topic I'm gonna mention today is Miss Hazel E shading Cardi B for stealing her ideas for her daughter's birthday party, and then people coming to attack Hazel E for saying this afterwards, and now Hazel E is playing victim. So now, for those who don't know, a few weeks ago, Hazel's daughter turned 1, and then Hazel threw her a princess-themed birthday party with the daddy, Prince Charming, the carriage, the dog, and everything, y'all. So obviously, there was a little bit of similarities, you know, going on between Hazel's daughter's party and Cardi B's daughter's. Check out what Hazel E had to say on her IG story. The girls are fans that she posted with a picture of, you know, her in the pink fluffy dress with the dog, you know, similar to how Cardi B had. And then she posted this photo of horses and the carriage for her daughter's birthday party, like Cardi had, and said, "It's the originality for me." Then she posted another photo with her man, and the baby in the carriage, saying, "It was only 3 weeks ago. Damn." And then she posted another photo saying, "All my princesses were black." And then she posted another photo saying, down to the dog, not the dog. Then she followed that up with another photo saying, down to the daddy charming coming off the carriage, you know, referring to the similarities between Culture and Offset's pictures. Then she also said, I didn't even say no names, must be the same. And she also said, I was the first to do it in my Soulja Boy voice. Child, can y'all say messy, messy, messy? Now, why is Hazel doing all that like she was the first one to ever throw a Disney themed princess birthday party? Now, I'm not saying that, you know, Hazel is the first one or the last one, because she ain't the first nor the last, and this is something that, you know, parents do regularly for their children. However, you know, maybe Cardi saw it and drew some inspiration for it, or maybe it was already planned. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, but, you know, Hazel kind of got drugged a little bit. Like I say, ain't nothing new under the sun, okay? Now, am I saying Cardi is new to, you know, taking inspiration? No, I'm not, because all of these musicians do it, okay? But some a little bit more than others. But what I really found shady is after making those posts to her IG story, she then followed that up with the video to her IG story of her showing off her custom Crocs while Nicki Minaj's Seeing Green is playing in the background. Most particularly the verse when Nicki said, these bees thirsty, I can see why they alcoholics. Now, Hazel girl, you know Cardi gonna catch one of your comments and go watch your story, even if she don't say nothing, and she gonna peep the shade down to the Nicki lyrics. Although that line was more so for Megan, you should have did the, ayo, I am the star in any room that I stand in. I am the stand out, you just must stand in, okay? So, tell me your thoughts on all this below. What y'all think about Coi Leray's freestyle? What are your thoughts on Mariah Lynn wanting to collab with Bia now that she got a record with Nicki? How do you feel about Keeping Dolls speaking up for Cuba? And finally, how do you feel about Hazel E claiming Cardi took her idea for her daughter's party for Culture? I look forward to reading your thoughts below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, y'all. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Lady J Lounge Room and on Twitter at Lady J's Lounge Room. I'll lounge with y'all soon. Bye for now, fam. Y'all say messy, messy.